Well, I'm not sure I really have a wish list for what I want to come to Switch 2 as, like, souped up version, but I do have wishes for NSO, but that's just basically give me all the GameCube games, all of them.
Yes.
Just them all to me.
Okay, maybe this would be a good opportunity to segue into the Nintendo Switch Online GameCube game. Since you mentioned Melee, that would be probably my number one game that I'd love to see brought from the GameCube to Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah!
I think that would be amazing. I couldn't really think of... There are a ton of amazing GameCube games. There's, like, the Pikmin games that I grew up playing. I feel like a lot of the games that I want, they're already either making a remaster or they've brought... So, like, Wind Waker, TP, Twilight Princess. Sonic 2 Adventure.
Sonic Adventure 2!
Yes.
Oh my gosh, let's go!
Sonic Adventure 2. That would be so good if they brought that.
Yes.
So...
Just that Sonic Adventure 2 is like my childhood, so...
Yeah.
It would also be fun to have it there, but I'm Chow's.
Chow's. Lisa's Chow Garden was amazing back in the day.
So
They made the perfect chow and then said, chow.
yeah. Yep.
I think I'd like to see, maybe this is a hot take, but Star Fox Adventures.
Oh no, I liked that game.
Was that the
Yeah,
one
I
with
did too.
Crystal?
Yes, it
Yeah,
was
okay.
basically Star Fox Zelda.
Oh,
You know,
Yeah,
It was
The
a Zelda
Legends
game.
of
Star Fox.
it was a really cool idea for Star Fox. I actually really enjoyed it. I remember really liking that game. I'd love to have the opportunity to replay it.
You know what? One of the most memorable parts, there was this challenge you had to do. It was the fear challenge or something like that.
Oh my gosh, that was the hardest thing in the world, and I hated it so much.
It was surprising the terror I felt trying to pass it. It was genuine. So.
Yes, it was, and then we'd all scream and rage as we failed again and again and again.
But overall, that's something I've never forgotten. But overall, that game was, I think, underrated. It was surprisingly good.
I totally agree. I'm glad to hear that the rest of the panel agrees.
One that I'd like to see come back with the GameCube classics is Beautiful Joe.
I was going to say the same thing, Anthony, but I didn't want to bring up controversy.
Well, I
thought of it.
stressed for David's sake.
Yeah, no, I thought of it specifically because David was talking about a stressful experience, and then I'm like, oh, the ultimate stressful experience.
Oh no.
That's
The
such
one
a good game, though. I really liked it.
Yeah. Just thinking about this list of games I'd want, and that one did come to mind, and the meme came to mind for me, like, I think I'm ready to get hurt again. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It was genuinely a cool little action fighting game. I don't know. Have we shared the story of what happened to me?
We have.
I remember hearing
Yeah.
something about Beautiful Joe, but for those who are not familiar with the story, can you give like a quick summary of what occurred?
Oh yeah. So anyway, I was really into the game, and I was trying to do everything. I was trying to unlock the special final battles and bosses and stuff, and I was doing that. I was fighting this like multi-phase, endless final boss.
Insanely difficult.
I don't think I've ever played anything as hard since, to be honest. So I was playing it probably for hours. I don't know. I was losing track of time trying to defeat this challenge, and so my parents start calling like, "It's time to shut it off.
Yes.
It's time for dinner or something." You know, like, you've been playing a lot enough. Like, no, I can't yet. I can't. There's no save point. This is before save points.
Yes.
Well, what? I mean, how many phases was it? Like a 5-phase boss fight or something?
I think it was a 5-phaser, yeah.
And so this argument, they would shout down at me from upstairs, and I'd be like, no, I still have it. And then the screen just blanks off. They like hit the fuse box and shut off power.
Oh.
It's so bad.
Yeah,
And I think it happened right when he was on the verge of defeating the boss too.
it was so close, and the screen, and the disbelief, the inability to comprehend what had just happened to me.
Oh no!
Like I never touched the game again. I couldn't do it.
It would make me sick.
If Beautiful Joe comes to NSO, I'll give it another chance. I probably will not try to defeat the special final boss thingy, whatever, but I'll at least beat the game for fun.
Nice.
Yeah, Beautiful Joe is one of those games that you don't 100% unless you hate yourself. Because I remember the capacity for perfection that the game demanded was basically limitless. I remember, like, you'd get rankings for how well you did, and there was like a reward you got if you got a perfect score on every level, and that meant no damage, high combos, like all the stylish moves. And
Yes, but everything's possible now with save states and rewind on it.
But Anthony, you
That's
do
true.
hate yourself because you did the Celeste Seaside.
well, those were fun.
It was fun torture.
We already know Wind Waker's coming, and I think we finally know why we never got the HD versions on Switch, right?
Yes.
They want to save it for GameCube NSO, and I was surprised. I guess Twilight Princess is a GameCube game too,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, it was dual platform.
So maybe we're also getting that one on NSO, and that's also why we never got it on Switch.
I think that wasn't that one confirmed. I thought it was.
I don't think it was.
Oh well, then I lied at the beginning because I thought it was, but
I was just going to say the question is, if they do bring Twilight Princess to the GameCube Classics, are they going, which camp are they going to go with? The people who experienced the mirrored worlds or the original? Because that's going to be weird.
Because
I played it on the Wii, so I experienced the mirrored world, and seeing it the other way is going to be very strange.
But it's gonna break my brain a bit. But I really hope that the Twilight Realm is not some sort of pixelated madhouse. Like, it was so hard to see anything in there. It was just all glowy. Like, everything's glowy. It's weirdly pixelated. I can't tell what the heck is going on.
I have to give Twilight Princess another chance. That's the only Zelda that I've maybe never beaten.
Well,
If it does come to NSO, that'll be a good opportunity for me to read. I do hope, like you were saying, that maybe they're not being too purist with the versions they bring to NSO. For example, I would hope that even though we're not getting the HD version of Wind Waker, that maybe they'll still cut down the sailing time a little bit for.
yeah.
Yeah, like is the NSO they're gonna be purists? Like, this is how you would have played it on GameCube, so that means you need to sail eternally.
I mean, is it just gonna be like, I don't know, I was under the impression that they weren't changing things, they were just smacking it onto the
it's just
service.
a port. That's my understanding too.
I do think I said that the resolution would be getting a jump.
Yes, but they did say that. And I kind of want to do a comparison video because I still have my Wii U and I have the HD version of that game. I want to do like a side-by-side sailing speed from the same island to the same island and time it.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
I have a sinking feeling that it. Yeah,
That's right.
I have a feeling that it's gonna not be. They're gonna be purist about it, and it's gonna be slow sailing. So, but I that I want to play again because I haven't played it since my childhood basically. So it'll be a fun one to play on Switch on NSO. So moving on. So you know what? Four Swords Adventures is a GameCube game.
Yeah, but you had to do that dumb hookup stuff. You had to hook
Yes.
it up with the freaking
No.
3DS. Or not the
And
3DS.
so if they bring it to NSO, don't do that. No weird hardware cables needed.
So then are they just gonna split the screen and have the four portions of the screen be it? I guess.
I hope so, or an online mode.
Or an online mode, yeah. Don't they have new NSO games with online capabilities?
Yes,
They
yes,
do.
have.
Yep,
So there
they
you
do.
go.
I
would be
love
sick.
Four Swords.
Shall
Me
we
too.
play?
It's amazing.
Shall we hope for that and play Four
Yes.
Swords Adventures in
Yes.
online together?
Absolutely.
Yes.
But there's 5 of us.
Ah,
We'll take turns.
Don't worry, we'll take turns. We'll never have not 4. How's that?
we need Metro Prime 2.
Metroid Prime 2.
Yes!
That's it.
Alright,
Wait, aren't they
alright.
isn't there a remastered version of that already though, or no?
No, there's not. But I think there was a remaster versus a release on NSO.
Yeah.
It never came though, and I suspect that maybe because they're saving it for NSO. But
So
I
what
hope
is
that's not
Metroid?
true.
What is Metroid Prime Isn't there a Metroid Prime remastered or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he said Metroid
Yes.
Prime 2.
So okay, I thought the Prime remastered was like all of the Prime games remastered, not just one. Okay.
Yeah.
No, well, that sucks. Hopefully they make 2 remastered then.
So I gotta say myself, I want
Okay.
Beyond Good and Evil. and
oh yeah,
Yes!
Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
They already released in part of that bundle, so I guess it's unlikely that they would, but I think they should.
I think they did
Crap.
say it. I think they said it is coming though.
Oh, really?
They had a list of confirmed games, and that might have been one of them. Maybe. I'm
Alright.
wrong.
I'd also like Tales of Symphonia.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
I saw people commenting about that. They're like, maybe if they bring it to NSO, we'll get a version that has 60 frames per second because the remaster or whatever did not. So
Master was an example of how to not remaster something.
yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad.
Probably more appropriately called the demaster.
Oh no.
Oh, it's so sad. Because that
But
game is
maybe-
amazing.
Even know that there was one.
Maybe the
That's
NSO say if it comes to NSO, that might be a chance for it to have redemption.
Yeah. One of them that I liked a lot, I think, if it's the one I'm thinking of, was Bomberman Generation.
I
I like-
remember that as the game that I played when David stole Final Fantasy X and took it with him and then lost it forever.
Oh no.
Ba-na-na-na.
But Bomberman Generations was a fantastic game.
This one is a joke. I don't want it, but I want to bring it up for people who have played it and would play it. Does anyone want Eternal Darkness?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
What?
Yep, I do want that game.
I never did actually play through it, and I hear that it's it's a bit of a dark horse in terms of its quality. It makes me curious.
I just like that one song, but I just remember as a kid being like, I can't believe Mom and Dad are letting them play this game.
Yeah, it is. I was like, why do we have this? And then
Yeah.
it's like an unforgettable, and it's exclusive to Nintendo.
And I
It
was
is.
so offended when people were turning into these horrible monsters.
Yes,
Anyway.
it was like Nintendo's version of Resident Evil, basically.
Correct.
But it had some very unique mechanics and some unforgettable sanity effects. And that was very unique. I'd never played a game with that before. Like, your character can go insane, basically, and then very
Yes.
weird things happen. Very weird.
Yeah, and like the first sign is that the walls will start bleeding. And
Yeah.
It's just very unsettling.
All sorts of. That's like the least of the weirdness.
Exactly. That's right.
But so that'd be a fun one to play again. If it came, I would have to give it another look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd have to give it a first look.
You know,
I will not give it another look, but I will want to hear what you guys think.
you'll listen to the song again.
Yes, I will listen to Chapter 5.
I want the Rogue Squadron games. I want.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe
And bring Star Wars Jedi Outcast while you're at it. Because I loved that game so much. Sorry, Anthony, what were you saying?
I was just saying maybe David and I can finally beat that stupid Bespin mission.
That game, though, Anthony, is so much fun co-op. Very good memories, and I remember thinking the graphics look better than a lot of modern games, but maybe that's just my childhood memory.
It might be, but I still think it would be cool to have it come back.
Yeah. I have to admit, there's a lot of games that come out that are like, oh, this is better. We made this better than it was. And then I'm like, this is how I remember it looking. Apparently it's not, though.
I feel like Star Wars games have been having this weird like renaissance where they're there was even recently this grand collection announced, and it had like every Star Wars game possible except Rogue Squadron. So,
Okay. Well, then, with that, I also wanted to throw in Mario Kart Double Dash and Super Monkey Ball. Okay, we should be done.
Those are good ones too.
How did we forget those? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm curious what your guys is. Anyone who's listening, our audience, or viewing this, please let us know in the comment section what games you would like to either see get a Switch 2 upgrade or a GameCube game on the Nintendo Switch Online. We're very curious what you would like to see. And if you agree with some of the things that we've said or you disagree, then let us know either way. And yeah, thanks again. Don't forget to hit subscribe and drop a like and ring that notification bell. Stay awesome. And until next time.
Keep it nerdy.
Keep it nerdy.